Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here, and Foundations has just been released, which is legal in every format of MTG. All the 60 card constructed formats, and Standard, which has been my favorite format for a while now. It's now so big. There's so many cards in it. It resembles like Pioneer or Modern as far as the pool of cards. And I don't know how wide open it is, because I have a feeling that some of the best decks previously are still going to be the best decks in Standards, but there's a lot of new stuff that's been added. People are experimenting. It's been really fun to play Standards since Foundations was released. And there's one card that was released in Foundations that I was really kind of tickled that they included at all, and that's what we're going to be playing tonight. Which card do I mean? Let's take a look. That card, of course, is Savannah Lions. 1 mana for a 2/1. That's what it is. Having played Magic on and off since the beginning, I remember how scary this card was at first. 2 power for one mana. That's just overpowered. Nowadays, it's been a bit outclassed. If you think about 1 mana 2/1s, you have Ragavan, who's a 1 mana 2/1 that ramps you, fixes your mana, draws you cards, and can be played at instant speed and dodge sorcery speed removal. But they decided for some reason that Savannah Lions had to be printed into Standard. So that's what we're going to play tonight. But we're not just playing Savannah Lions. It turns out in Selesnya colors, there are 6 different creatures that are 2/1s for 1 mana. And we're going to play them all tonight and see if we can get some wins by just jamming Savannah Lions. Savannah Lions' buddies include the Cheeky House Mouse, which has this adventure part of being able to give a creature +1/+1 and make them not blockable by creatures 3 or better. It's a 2/1 for 1 mana. We have our Recruitment Officers, which for 4 mana can look at the top 4 cards of our library, reveal a creature of mana value 3 or less, put it into our hand. So that's a Savannah Lion. We have our Veteran Survivors, probably our most powerful Savannah Lions, which are graveyard hate pieces. They attack, they exile cards from graveyards. If they have 3 or more cards, they become 5/4 hexproof creatures. So these are probably our best Savannah Lions. We have our Pawpatch Recruits, which are 2/1 tramplers for 1 mana. That you can get a 1/1 copy of it by paying 2 additional mana, and makes it so that whenever a creature I control becomes targeted, it gets +1/+1 counter. So that's really good. We're playing all of those, and we are playing the Dryad Militant for 1 hybrid Selesnya mana. It's a 2/1. If an instant or sorcery would be put in a graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. That kind of is bad side, downside for us slightly, because it can take cards out of our graveyard that otherwise could be exiled with the Veteran Survivor to try to turn it into a hexproof creature. So I guess Savannah Lion isn't the worst Savannah Lion in our deck. It's the second worst, because I actually like it a little bit more than the Dryad Militant. But that totals 24 Savannah Lions that are in our deck. And we're just going to turn them sideways again and again and see if that is enough to win the game. Now, by itself, that's clearly not going to be enough to win a modern game of Magic. That's why we're including the 4 of Anthem of Champions, which is also printed in Foundations. It's just an Anthem. Gets all of our creatures +1/+1 for 2 mana, 1 green, 1 white. Simple as that, Our 2/1s become 3/2s. A couple of these down are they're 4/3s, etc., etc. So we're going to hope to stick a couple of these just to beef up our lines a bit. And we're also running a couple of Case of the Gateway Express as a sort of pseudo anthem. So this is 2 mana for an enchantment Case. When it ETBs, we choose a creature we don't control. Each creature we control deals 1 damage to that creature, which I'm hoping on average will be about 3 to 4 creatures we'll have on the battlefield. So this comes in for 2 mana, does 3 or 4 damage to a creature our opponent controls, hopefully removing that creature. Then to solve it, we have to attack with 3 creatures, and it turns into an Anthem that gives all of our creatures +1/+0. So it's a removal piece that also acts as a booster to our attacking power, which we really, really like. And then, because we're playing so many weenies, we're running some Tocasia's Welcome. For card advantage, it's a 3 mana enchantment. Whenever 1 more creatures you control enter with mana value 3 or less, we draw a card once a turn. So the way that our deck is set up with all these Savannah Lions, this should be like drawing us an extra card on each of our turns, so that we can keep drawing more lions, playing them out for 1 mana pop, keep attacking, getting in for the damage boosted by our anthems, etc., etc. And of course, we're going to attack into blockers. We're going to suicide our team over and over again. And another card that was printed in Foundations was Raise the Past. 4 mana for sorcery. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So our creatures are going to die because we're going to attack them into bigger creatures that are going to block them and kill them. We'll still get through with some of our other creatures, hopefully, and inflict some damage. And then at some point, we're just going to drop this, return 5 or 6 Savannah Lions all at once from our graveyard to the battlefield, create an overwhelming board state where we can attack and finish our opponents off. That's the hope, at least. And we're playing a little bit of interaction removal to clear the way for our Savannah Lions. A couple of lay down arms is good. Really best in a mono white deck. I'm a little, iffy about this, that we're going to have enough planes with our mana base to really enable this to do what we want it to do. But I'm trying it out because we're mostly white. We have a total of, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 17 lands that are or can be planes at any time. Should be enough to make sure that we can get this up to 3 or 4 to remove creatures in the early to mid game. And of course we're running a couple of Get Lost as just instant speed way to remove creatures, planeswalkers, and enchantments. I hate this card, but I keep playing it. I don't know, it seems like 1 out of every 4 times I play this card, it loses the game for me. I wish they had printed Fateful Absence into Foundations. Wait, did they print Fateful Absence into Foundations? Yeah, so I kind of wish that this were Fateful Absence instead, but it's not. It's Get Lost. It has the added upside of being able to hit enchantments, which can be important. So we're running it. It's instant speed, kills anything. And there's a total of 20 lands in our deck, which is a little sketchy for me because I tend to be unlucky when it comes to land drawing. Really, it should be sufficient given the incredibly low mana value of our deck. We're going to end up keeping some one-landers, which is going to work out, actually, because we have so many one-drops in our deck that will enable us to eventually make our way up to Tocasia's Welcomes. We'll be helped out a little bit by the surveils we get off of our Lush Porticos. But yeah, a little iffy about the mana base. I hope that it is enough to get us there. There's been some testing games where I've had some awkward mana draws, but I think this is going to be good enough to enact our game plan. The sideboard contains 2 Soul Guide Lanterns and a Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hate. I'm trying out Ghost Vacuum for the first time to see if this is actually worth using. It seems like it could be good. I don't think we'll ever get up to the 6 mana thing. Now that I think about it, I think this probably should just be another Soul Guide Lantern, but we're going to try it out, see how it goes. Maybe there'll be some scenario where we're able to go to a very late game and put a bunch of creatures onto the battlefield. We've got an additional Laydown Arms as removal, so we can go up to 3 copies of Laydown Arms for 1 mana interaction. We're also running a couple of split ups as sweepers because go wide decks can be troublesome for us. Decks that create a lot of tokens, like 1/1 blockers, can be a problem for us if we don't have anthems going. I kind of feel like this card could be good in the main board because we're just going to be attacking every turn. Like our creatures are going to be tapped pretty much all the time. And after a few turns of getting hit by a Savannah Lions turn after turn, our opponent is going to leave blockers. So I feel like naming untapped creatures is going to be like a 3-mana one-sided wrath in a lot of situations. But we'll see how this actually plays out in some matches. Running a couple of Crystal Barricades as like a way to make ourselves hexproof. I like the fact that it's 2 mana instead of 3 mana like the Metropolis Reformers I have been running previously. Preventing all non-combat damage to other creatures is nice. It's not really relevant that much. There are a lot of the aristocrat strategy's got a lot of powerful pieces in Foundations, so I feel like it's really good to have a way to make ourselves hexproof, which can negate some of the life gain and drain effects that strategy has. A couple of exercises are there to exile things like Aklizots, Sheoldred. Really big creatures with lifelink are terrible for us, and we really have a hard time beating them. So we're kind of hedging against those with these exercises. They also can target artifacts and enchantments, which is great. We really hate decks that play Sunfall. That card completely wrecks our strategy. So we're playing a 3 of Invasion of Gobakon against Sunfall decks to try to snatch those Sunfalls, make it so that they can't play them before they die. It does incidentally give us a boost if we do attack the battle and flip it. Most of the time we're probably just going to use this as a tax piece to make sure that we don't get all of our Savannah Lions exiled. Playing a couple of Knight of Grace, another card that was printed in Foundations, which I really, really like this card. It's so good against black decks. It's 2 mana for 2/2 first strike, hexproof from black, gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a black permanent. So yeah, there's tons of black removal, spot removal in Standard, and it can't target the Knight of Grace. This creature is just really difficult for them to deal with. If we have other creatures on the board, which we will because we're playing Savannah Lions, they only cost 1 mana, so it's not like we're not going to be able to cast our creatures. So that means that Liliana can't get it. It's really, really good against black decks. So that is the plan. We're going to play a bunch of Savannah Lions. We're going to attack over and over, buff them with our anthems, They're gonna die. We're gonna recover them en masse with our raise the pass, and just keep plugging away with our 2/1s until our opponent eventually dies. That is the plan anyway. We'll see if this this janky strategy has any chance in a super powered format, which has come a long way since in power level since the printing of Savannah Lions. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do tonight. If you like off meta, off kills, or MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. All right, our first match here is against Johnny, or J0 Honey. We'll be on the play with our Savannah Lions here in Platinum tier, so getting a little sweaty. And we've got Savannah Lions, we've got Tocasia, so this is a great hand. Let's go ahead and just lead on our namesake Savannah Lions. Heartfire Hero, okay. Aggro. It's aggro v aggro. I don't think they're gonna block here. So let's play Cheeky House Mouse and a Pawpatch. Let's see who has the better aggro deck. Monstrous Rage on the Heartfire Hero. Okay. So we can block it, and we'll take. We block it, and we take 3/8. But I don't know. We got more Savannah Lions here, so if we lose these two, it's not the end of the world. Shock. Okay, we'll put the counter on our Cheeky House Mouse so that we still kill the Heartfire Hero. Get down to 12. Okay. That could have been much, much worse. Alright, cheeky. Emberheart Challenger. No attack. Alright, let's do some surveilling. Pawpatch? I think we want Pawpatch. I think I'll get lost this Challenger. Just attack for 4. Might of the Meek targeting our guy to draw a card. Alright, let's play our Tocasias. And I think the race is on. Manifold Mouse. Okay, so we die. Yeah, should have held back a blocker. I'm actually not sure that a blocker would have helped because that's gonna have double strike and trample. Yeah, the red decks are still ridiculous. Okay, so we want lay down arms. I think that's about all we got against what they're doing. I could play Crystal Barricade too. Yeah, they're playing Shock, so I'll go for the Crystal Barricades. I think the game's not going to get to the point where Race to the Past is going to be too relevant. So I think I'll just completely cut them, in fact. Okay, yeah, we got double laydown arms, so this is a keep. This is a 20 land deck, so we're gonna get one landers, and we can't mull them all the time. If we have stuff we can cast, laydown arms is good because it exiles, so they don't get their Heartfire Hero trigger. They do gain a life. Manifold Mouse. Okay, so we like a plains here. We didn't find it. Okay, so that's very bad for us. I guess we'll play just a recruitment officer. Gives their guy double strike. I think we're gonna take this. We draw more laydown arms. Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. It really would have been nice to draw second planes to lay down arms this Manifold Mouse. As it is, I guess we're just playing a 2-1 and passing. Alright, they have a lot of shocks. There's no point in blocking, really. I mean, it saves me 1 point of damage. Let's go let this through. Alright. More Savannah Lions it is. They give the little cat meow for the Savannah Lion. That's kind of insulting. So, we could double block this Nemesis, then we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how we survive this. Double strike. Yeah, we're dead. We need to draw land like a turn or two earlier. So yeah, today's aggressive decks slightly better power than those of yesteryear. Savannah Lion might be a tad bit outclassed by other 1-drops in standard right now. Oppressor 423 is our opponent, will be on the play. And it really sucks not being able to play a creature on turn 1. But I do like this hand, so we'll keep. Alright, let's get a Surveil. Savannah Lion. I mean, we came here to play Savannah Lions, right? And that's what we're gonna do. Oblivious Bookworm. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent entered the battlefield face down under your control. Or you turn it. Okay, so they're like a Manifest Dread deck. They're a 2-mana 2/3, which is unfortunate for us. Raise the Past is not where we want to be. I think I'm just going to play my... I'm actually not going to attack this turn. So I'm going to play a couple of 2/1s. The next turn I can gateway case and then flip the case or solve it. Just straight up manifest dread. Does what you think it does. Alright. Here comes the case. Let's get rid of that bookworm. And let's solve it. Alright, our creatures are +1/+0. Alright, they have a Tyrannix Rex. Well, it's gonna be hard to beat. We can't pay Ward 4, obviously. We do actually win this race. They don't have anything, but what are the chances of that? Alright, so all three of our attackers are lethal. Return up to 1 non-permanent to its owner's hand, manifest dread. Okay. Do these things have ward? Okay. Kill your dude. Attack for lethal? Okay. We beat the Tyrannix Rex. Okay, cool. Maybe another laydown arms? That's about the only thing I can think of. Do we need invasion of Gobakon or anything? Not really. Cut one of our raise the pass. Alright. I think we'll keep this. We have a quarter of our lands in hand. So hopefully we'll draw some action. Oh, opponent mulled to 4. Oh, that might help us. And we draw land. That's not great. Let's go ahead and play a Savannah Lion. New and improved. They have an Itali in their graveyard. Tocasia's is nice. Alright, let's attack. Exile the Itali. Play another survivor. Do some surveilling. We don't need a Razor Verge Thicket. Okay. Well, let's get in there. Exile a Fabled Passage. Exile a Razor Verge Thicket. Let's play a Tocasia's. Land, go. Okay. Well, let's attack. Alright. We get to power up our dude. He's a 5/4 hexproof now. we'll just start thinning our library of planes. Opponent scoops it up, so they multi-4. I don't know what they kept, but it wasn't good enough, so GG's. Dr. Dwow, PhD, is our opponent's. Will be on the play. I don't think we can keep a one-lander if that one land is a tapped land, so we will mulligan this. Okay, this is a keep. And I think we'll bottom our plains. I don't know, our plains lets us play 2 Savannah Lions on turn 2. That might be worth keeping. But it's only worth keeping if we have 3 Savannah Lions, and I don't want to bottom lay down arms, so yeah, I think plains is what we want to put on the bottom. Stocking the pantry. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter on it. For 2, remove a supply counter from it, draw a card. Okay, so it's slow card draw. Let's attack. Alright, we did draw planes, so... I think I actually do want to surveil, though. Maybe I can get a Tocasia's. A cheeky house mouse. I would love to top deck a Tocasia, so I'm gonna bottom that, or bin it. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I need to... The thing about binning, though, is like we have the mass raise spell, so putting stuff in your graveyard isn't that bad, because it will come back. Alright, they have a 1/1. Do I want to exile it? I think I do, so I can get in this attack. And let's play a couple more lions. Bristly Bill. Can I draw an Anthem, please? No. Alright. Attack! Play another Savannah line. Pelucranos. Now we'll take 3. Lands. Alright, let's attack. Gonna block a recruitment officer. Roaming Throne on Hydra. Alright, let's use Recruitment Officer. We'll get a Pawpatch. Land. Boy, really flooding out here. Alright, let's offspring our Pawpatch. No attack. Draw a card. Okay. You just draw land. Well, let's use our recruitment officer. Get another Pawpatch. I think we're gonna wait on it though. Actually, I think we just need to assemble as wide a board as possible. So right now we have 6 attackers, so there are 4 blockers. That means 2 creatures would get through. I think if they flip this Pelucranos, though, we're just dead. Heaped Harvest. Alright, so as it stands, if we find an Anthem, we do just win. I believe. Yeah. Alright, thin the library by another plains. Can I draw one of my 6? Actually, 4, because the case wouldn't do it. The case would do it, though, because that means 3 attackers would get through. So, there's lots of draws that win me this game. Plains. We never really need more than 1 green source in this deck. Lay down arms. Actually does it, I believe. No, it gives them life. So they go up to 10. We attack. They're going to take 5. That's if we exile the Pelucranos. Probably should exile Bristly Bill, actually. Yeah, so they gain 4. They have a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Well, so much for that. Realmbreaker. Just for additional land drops. They mill the Fabled Passage. That's really bad. Comes into play tapped. Can I draw an Anthem, please? I just need an Anthem and it's game over. Alright, let's do some recruiting. Grab a cheeky house mouse. Is that cheeky enough to gain us a win? No. It does let me attack for 3. So I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Make that unblockable. Get you down to 2. Oh, did I have the win there? I had the win there. I had the win there. If I attacked with my whole team. Okay, so yeah, I just need to attack with my whole team. That was 3 guaranteed damage getting through, plus I had unblocked creatures, so... Should've won right there. I blew it. That would have been the cheekiest win ever. I mean, opponent, I think, could have won this game at any point by flipping Pelucranos. Alright, continue recruiting. Savannah Lions. Man, we cannot draw an Anthem. We just can't do it. We're gonna bin that. They have 5 blockers, so 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. Let's just play Savannah Lions. Let's recruit. A cheeky house mouse. Okay, we got it. We're not going to screw up again. Cheeky house mouse. Make our Pawpatch unblockable. Attack! This is what we should have done last turn. None of the guys have lifelink, right? No. So that should be game. Very cheeky win there. Ooh, Exaxes. Okay. So I think here we want Exorcise. And we want... Let's try Split Up. Cut Erase the Past. And I think we'll have to cut some lions here. Yeah, we'll just go down 3 Savannah Lions. Yeah, this hand's fine. Play Mr. Cheeky. Gnarly Colony. Draw land. That's not good. They want to trade. Totally fine by me. Pelucranos. Alright, let's grab our Singleton Forest. Pawpatch is good. I think we're going to just get rid of this. We'll play a Pawpatch. Another colony. Dude, there's 20 lands in our deck. Alright, let's attack with our Pawpatch. Probably should have played the other Pawpatches first. Yeah, that was a little silly. Because I could have gotten much greater value. Okay, they just Snakeskin Veil. Sure. So, let's play an Offspring Pawpatch. Fabled Passage. We're stalking the party. Alright, opponent's got nothing. to match our nothing. We'll take 3, that's fine. Let's get lands out of our deck. Veteran Survivor. Roaming Throne. Roaming Hydra. Gonna attack. Sure, we'll take 3. Let's take another land out of our library. And we draw another Plains. What's happening? Okay, well, we attack. That's what we do. We'll exile creature. Play a land. That's 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11 of our 20 lands. Get lost. Too late for that, really. The thing's got trample. Those things both have trample. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Just drew too many lands. Jeez. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring in the lay down arms and the raise the past. We're gonna need to resurrect some lions here. Let's cut a welcome, I guess. Actually, I think 2 raise the past is fine, considering we have cut down our creatures. Yeah, let's try it like this and just draw better. Okay, well, we've got a case, so that's good. It's something. Start recruiting. Alright, get in there, attack. Play a couple more recruiters. They scoop. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty aggro draw. Three Savannah Lions, too much. Unsolven is our opponent. We'll be on the play. And this hand looks great. We actually have an Anthem to this time. Let's play a Savannah Lion. Valgoth's Lair. It's a hexproof land, okay. Attack. Play a couple of recruitment, a couple Savannah Lions. Then we can Anthem next turn and get in a big hit. Nowhere to run. Okay. Draw land. We get our Anthem. So alright, let's pull another plains out of our deck. Let's attack. Surveil. Plains to the graveyard. Did I say at the beginning that we needed to, I was nervous about the number of lands. They have a removal spell in hand, but nothing I can do about it. Yep. Gateway Express. Not terribly useful. Entity Tracker. Overlord. Milling themselves. Let's just pull another plains out of our library. Alright, I guess we'll lay down arms, because we can. So, there is that card. There's a few cards which I considered for this deck. There's of course the White Collected Company, Kalia's Restoration. It's 3 white plus X. To look at the top 7 and put X creatures. I didn't add that. Ghost Vacuum main board. Are you kidding me? I didn't add that because we're a 20 land deck, and you really want to play that with X at least equals like 2 or 3? Really 3 is what you're after, because our creatures are Savannah Lions, so like they're individually not very impactful. You want to be able to put 2 or 3 of them onto the battlefield at once if you're going to play a big, you know, a sorcery that's going to cause you to tap out. So I just didn't think it was practical to add that because we're a 20 land deck. And we'll see what our next draw is. I think we're just way too far behind. Our deck is not good at catching up from behind. Okay, good enough for me. They can continue bouncing their removal spell, so good enough. What do we want? Knight of Grace for sure. I think we want Soul Guide Lantern. They're a graveyard deck. Exercise. We can get rid of their Ghost Vacuum, or their, you know, Overlord. So we got to make 6 cuts. The case is going to be hard to pull off because they have so much removal. We're just not going to have enough creatures to make it effective. We did board in 2 creatures, so we can cut 2 at least. And I think this is a situation where we're gonna have to lose Lions. We'll lose 1 Lion and 1 Tocasias. We do have a turn 1 play here. We also have I think this hand is good enough. Unfortunately, our Fabled Passage comes into play tapped, but we'll try it out. Alright, a Plains is actually not a bad draw. Play Survivor. Alright, unable to scream on our Survivor. We can still exile cards from the graveyard with it, though. Oh, no, we can't. Let's do this. You don't need more lands, dude. Seriously. Exercise. Yeah, I think I'll exercise this unable to scream. Probably should have played a land first, because they could have had like phantom interference. Entity tracker. I could have removed the entity tracker. Yeah, that was dumb. I think Raise the Past is going to be good here, though. It's an enchantment. Fear of Isolation. Yeah, I guess I could have... I should have done this when that was on the stack. Alright, I'm playing really badly right now. Cheeky House Mouse. Let's see. So this Raise the Past right now would get me back just the Veteran Survivor plus a creature that died. I think I want to get more value out of it, so... let's pump up our Savannah Lions. An attack. Oops, didn't mean to attack with my Pawpatch. Okay. Alright, we'll play the House Mouse. So now we're in attack mode. Hopefully Raise the Past will be good. Entity tracker. There's quite the little engine they have going on there. Let's attack. Plains. Now our Raise the Pass gets back 2 attackers. Do I do it? I think so. Try to close out this game. Maybe we'll top deck an Anthem. That would be great. Alright, we got there. And is there anything different that we want to do? Kind of want this Tocasia's. Maybe I don't need the Soul Guide Lanterns. Tocasia's plus one of our Savannah Lions that we boarded out. Well, we got Savannah Lions. I don't know if we can keep this against them, though. I think we need some means of interacting, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe this is the draw you want with this deck. Well, we came here to play 2-1s, so we're gonna play 2-1s. Cut down. Alright, let's play a veteran survivor. More cut downs. Grab our forest. Alright, let's double up our Pawpatch. Nothing, huh? Okay. Let's get cheeky. Getting an extra point of damage. Entity tracker. Alright, let's exile that thing. Oh, I didn't play my mouse. I forgot to play my mouse. Sheoldreds. Well, let's get rid of that. Alright, I missed out on 2 damage there. It's a 2/3 flyer. They have another entity tracker on top of their library. Recruitment officer. Alright. Let's play that. I think we're just gonna pass. Bloodthirsty Companion. Oh, that's pretty bad. This card is ridiculous. Oh, this isn't the one I'm thinking of. But it's... We're gonna have such a hard time beating that. Let's recruit. Whiff. Lay down arms. Well, I guess we're exiling that. Because we certainly can't beat that. Alright, recycling their graveyard. Gonna play Sheoldred. Alright, maybe I should not have boarded out those Soul Guide Lanterns. Dryad Militant, look out. Raise the past. What are we looking at in our graveyard? A Pawpatch. We have 3. Alright, we're in attack all out mode here. It's definitely possible I should have some Elspeth Smite in the deck. Yeah, life gain is something that we have a hard time with because there's no way in Selesnya colors to shut it down. Lush Portico, a veteran survivor. I mean, I don't know what gets us out of this, really. We need some way to answer Sheoldred, that is for sure. Should have boarded in split up. This is definitely a split up matchup. They're just gonna kill me on my draw step, so that's game. Peter Space Herberts is our next opponent. We're gonna be on the draw. This is okay. We do have a Savannah line we can play turn 1. The cases, since we only have 1 creature, really aren't great. But we'll draw more creatures, right? I don't think we want a mulligan. Hello. Rats. So they're a discard deck. I guess I'll discard that. I'll just play the case now. We might get to flip that at some point. Of course, we have 0 planes on the battlefield right now. Okay. Whenever you attack with one or more rats with 7 more cards from your graveyard, you may pay 3. If you do, return it tapped and attacking. Okay, let's attack. They're gonna block. They don't block. Okay. So we will be able to exile this thing next turn. Bitter Triumph, taking 3. Okay. Let's grab a plains. Ooh, we could just double Anthem here. I think I like that. Anthem. Anthem. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses X. The other squirrels, bats, lizards, rats you control. Alright, what do we have in our graveyard? Just the recruitment officer. That's not good. That is not very good. I don't think we want to exile this. They probably have juicier targets. I don't know. I guess we're playing it just to get a 4/3. Kind of sucks. We do have enough mana to use it. Okay. Let's attack. Play another one. They're at 5. Wick the World Mind. Whenever Wick or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 rat. If you don't control a snail, otherwise put a +1/+1. Well, let's attack. They have to block at least one of these creatures. Play another 4/3. Season of Loss. Gonna have to sacrifice 3 creatures. Alright, we got another officer. This creature can't block. Savannah Lions. Makes us discard our laydown arms. Draw planes. Would have been really useful a couple turns ago. Raise the Past. That's a good draw, I think. Is that gonna get us back a lot of stuff? I think it is. Let's raise the past. Innocuous rat. We will block. Sure, we have to, or else we die. Cheeky house mouse? No. So we can kill one thing. Attack with both our creatures. I think I'll just attack with my Savannah Lion. Needs Manifest Dread. Let's recruit. Cheeky House Mouse. Oh, that would have won us the game. If I don't play it, can I win? No, they swing with everything and I die. I guess I gotta play it. If only I had recruited before my combat step. Another season of loss. Alright. Does that target? It's each player? Five paws. Okay, so they chose 3 each sacks and then draw cards. Okay. Oh, raise the past. Okay. We might actually have eked this out. Yeah, let's Leroy. I think we got it. Gonna draw 2 cards, sure. Cut down their own guy. Good game. Okay. So we want our graveyard hates for sure. Do I want Invasion of Gobakon for the Season of Losses? The Crystal Barricade doesn't help. Oh, we want Knight of Grace 100%. I think I will bring in a couple of invasions, because those Seasons of Losses are like sweepers, effectively. So we gotta go down 7 cards. I have yet to even draw Tocasia's Welcome, I think. We're gonna cut 1, because I am going down some creatures here. Cut a case. No, we're not cutting Pawpatches. I meant to cut Dryad Militants. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to cut some more Savannah Lions, including one actual Savannah Lion. I think that means that we do cut one Raise the Past. Oh, wait. We're at 60. How many creatures do we have in this configuration? 21. Let's try this. So this is a one-lander. It's a good one-lander, though, because we have a Knight of Grace and we have a Soul Guide Lantern, so I think we're keeping. And Heart of the Cards, come on. Like, statistically, we have a very good chance of drawing more lands. Let's play this Veteran Survivor. Okay. That's a sorcery. We have a Raise the Past, so let's attack. They get their Manifest Dread. And I think I want to get my Knight of Grace going. Lord Skitter, that's pretty bad. I guess they forgot he had First Strike. So let's Soul Guide Lantern. Start exiling stuff. Invasion of Gulbacon. I think we'll take the Innocuous Rat because it's like 2 creatures. Let's attack the invasion. Alright, we have to flip it. Beefing up our Knight of Grace is pretty sweet. Portico. Get Lost, we'll keep. I want to attack with my Knight. And let's play 2 Savannah Lions. So if we double block something, they can Bitter Triumph. But I can raise the past to bring him back. That guy's really annoying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this Valley Rotcaller. Alright, let's just raise the past. And I guess we can't attack with our Knight anymore. Bandit's Talent. Alright, well, I think Lord Skitter's gonna get us here. Unless we can top deck a removal spell. This thing's just gonna drain us. Each opponent, so it doesn't target. Another Raise the Past. I don't know. I think I just need to draw a card here. Removal spell. Tocasia is welcome. Alright. Not the best time for it. And we're just dead here. Okay, so I think we want to split up. Let's get our lay down arms back. Let's get our split ups. I think we'll go down one Raise the Past because they do have graveyard hate. I think I want the case also. So right now we're at 21 creatures. I don't think we really want to go under 20. Yeah, I just think boarding out these creatures makes it so much less likely we're going to be able to use the case effectively. So I'll go down to 1 and cut 1 Anthem. We got Savannah Lions, and we got an Anthem and a removal spell, so good enough, I guess? Hello, for the third time. Good game. Little premature for that. Exile a card. Exile a cheeky house mouse. Play a cheeky house mouse. Alright, let's go grab our forest. Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, let's play our Anthem. Attack. Rot Collar. Exile a card from our hand. If 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. I like all these cards. I guess it's gonna be Soul Guide Lantern. Hey, there's another Anthem. Tocasia is welcome. Another rock collar. Invasion of Gobakon. Gee, we really would have liked to land there. That's a squirrel. Tocasia is welcome. Not going to do much. Oh, there's a land. Guess I'll flip the invasion. The trigger's already on the stack, so I could have gotten lost one of their creatures. But yeah, we just got a little bit of a slow draw there. Anyway, GG's. I could have killed one of those rot collars pre-combats, and then they would have attacked for 4, gaining 1. But yeah, we're gonna have a hard time overcoming that life gain. Too bad. Well, we took a game. Oyster shooter. Oh no. This person salt roped me a couple days ago. Let's see if they do it again. That's a good draw. Let's keep. Oh, okay. Cool. They do want to play Magic. Get in there. Play a couple more Savannah Lions. Selesnya v Selesnya. Well, this case should be really good. Okay, they're Abzan. My sound device keeps like unplugging itself. It's so weird. Virtue of Persistence. Well, we don't have any green mana yet, so I might as well get cheeky. I don't want to exile my veteran survivor. Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay. So we get to case the Dread Knight. Solve the case. Hit you for a bunch. Exile your Mosswood Dread Knight. Play a Savannah Lion. It's pretty good. Enduring Innocence is a lifelinker. Alright, I guess we'll get a little cheeky. They could have blocked the 4-power one and survived, but Okay, so they're kind of a weenie-ish Golgari deck. I think we want Knight of Grace. I think we want Lay Down Arms. We brought in 2 Knight of Grace so we can cut a couple of Militants. Cut 3 Militants. And this hand looks fine. We got Savannah Lions. We've got an Anthem. We've got removal. Let us play a Savannah Lion. Alright. I think I will play... I should have played double 1-drop there. That would have been better. But I guess I'm committed to doing the Anthem thing now. Liliana.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Alright, we can get lost her. Or we can just discard. Since we have our resurrection spells, like, discarding isn't the end of the world. Legion to Ashes to exile my emblem, or Anthem.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay, I think I'll discard Get Lost. Yeah, I think I'll discard Get Lost. Oh, Raise the Past is great. Alright, let's get a little cheeky. Kill Lily, attack you.
I'll be back.
Play a mouse.
With friends.
Enduring Innocence. Alright, we do not have enough planes. Can I draw planes, please? No. Jeez. Alright. That's really unfortunate. But we're attacking. As we do. Alright, play a recruitment officer. Oh, that's really unfortunate that we didn't have the 3rd planes to be able to get that. At least it's not gaining life for them. Split up to kill 2 of my dudes. Mossy. Alright. So I think we'll exile the Dread Knight, because we do have enough planes to do that. They gain 3 life. And now we can raise the past. Temporary lockdown. Snags my recruiter. That's fine. Let's raise the past. Another Enduring Innocence. We actually drew a Tocasia's Welcome. Question is, do I want to play it? I think I do. Let's play it. Because I kind of wanted to offspring my Pawpatch, but I think I'd rather just draw a card. Wow. Oh, another Raise the Past is sweet. Now we just attack all out every turn. Add a counter to our Savannah Lion. Glissa. Well, we are attacking. I'm gonna play another Tocasia's. There's the Dread Knight. This is actually going to attack. Yes, okay. So they will get to blow up with Tocasia's. However, we get to attack you. Hitting for 2. Raise the Past. Draw a card. And our board is very wide. They go down to 3 to draw a card. Cheeky House Mouse is gonna cheekily be lethal for us here. They're attacking. Okay. It's gonna blow up our Tocasia's Welcome. I mean, it's not doing much for us at the moment. Play another Glissa, but they're just dead. Let's get a little cheeky. So the mouse itself is lethal. Oh, I should have done it to a Savannah Lion. Well, we got in with 3 Savannah Lions for the win, so what more can you ask for in Savannah Lion .deck? So that was a 3/3 for Savannah Lions .deck, and the deck is fun. It can win some games. It can get some pretty insane, you know, like aggro-ish draws. I think there's 2 questions. There's 2 decks that like you could compare it to. You can compare it to like the aggro decks, the premier aggro decks, like, you know, the mono red deck that we got destroyed by in the first game. Is it as good of an aggro deck as those decks? No, I don't think it is. It's not as explosive. The thing about that deck is like any one creature on any given attack can just end the game. And that's not really true of our deck. You know, against that deck, you need 15 spot removal spells to be able to deal with each one of their creatures before they can go off. Our deck isn't really as explosive as that. As an aggro deck, I don't think it's as good. What I think it's more comparable to, maybe, or like a go wide deck, if you compare it to like some kind of a tokens deck with like Caretaker's Talent, that kind of thing. Is it as good as that? It might be. Like with the anthems, you know, it can fight through token decks like that, and it's better than those decks against mid-range decks, I think, because our creatures just hit for more. They hit for more damage. They're much larger, and we're able to go wide. You know, if we were to ever draw Tocasia's Welcome when it's relevant and play it, that would help a lot more. I think we only ever got to draw cards like this in the very last match. But yeah, I think maybe if you compare this against a token deck, specifically against like a mid-range type opponent, this might be a better deck. But it's certainly not a better aggro deck than like mono red. But I think it's a fun deck, and it has some really good draws. What would I change about it? I would maybe add land number 21, although we did get like flooded kind of severely in a number of our matches. I still think we also got mana screwed a couple of times. I still think 21 is a good number because Raise the Past is a 4 mana spell, and we do want to be able to cast this because this card is just great. It's just great with all these 1-drops. Being able to bring back like 3 or 4 Savannah Lions with 1 4-mana sorcery is just great. And the strategy of just like attack, 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 you know, suicide your guys into their board, and then just Raise the Past, I think that's a solid plan that will win you some games. I would add land number 21, and I think you absolutely do want some kind of card selection, card draw piece, and I think Tocasia's Welcome maybe is even a good piece for this deck. It's probably better in a deck that can trigger it at instant speed as well. You know, the go wide deck that plays like Resolute Reinforcements or something. You know, the Caretaker's Talent deck wants this. A little more than this. You definitely want something like this, and I could see going up to like 4 or 5 card selection pieces, because you need to find your pieces and you need to accumulate a critical mass of Savannah Lions. So I could see maybe going, you know, cut one of these Tocasias, go to Tocasias, and Mazebind Tome is a spell that's legal in Standard now. It was printed in Foundations. I love that card. That card is such a good piece of like card selection and card draw. So I probably would go down to Tocasia's Welcome, go up 2 Mazebind Tomes. The only thing about Mazebind Tome is it does cost mana to draw cards with it, which, since we're only a 20-21 land deck, the thinking is we may not have a lot of mana to spare. In reality, that didn't turn out to be a problem in a lot of our matches, but I think it'll be fine if you go up to 21 lands, have a total of like 4 card draw pieces, 2 Mazebinds, 2 Tocasias, cut maybe... I could see cutting like a case, because this card, like, there are some situations where it just doesn't work. When it works really well, when it works, you know, when we have the creatures to enable it and solve it, it's really, really good. But there were a couple of times we saw where it's actually totally useless. It can't kill anything. It doesn't flip into an Anthem. It never gets solved, never becomes an Anthem. So I think it's a little bit, the floor of this card is a little too low, that maybe it should be cut entirely or just be like a one of. And you could use that slot along with, cutting a Tocasias to add some Mazebind Tomes, add land number 21. I think the sideboard is fine. No major complaints. A little bit more help against red, maybe. Like maybe some Elspeth Smites in the sideboard would be good to have, although that card's not really reliably good against the red and Gruul decks because they do grow their creatures so big. But I think maybe, like, even for like mid-rangey matchups against Golgari and such, some Elspeth Smite might be good, because Glissa's a card that's very commonly played. You know, there's like lots of Mosswood Dread Knights as well. There's good targets for Elspeth Smite, even if it's not a surefire thing against the real aggro decks. But I could see cutting maybe 1 or 2 cards for a couple of Elspeth Smites. I wish I could fit in Knight of Grace number 3, because this card is really so good against black decks. And I want to build like the anti-black deck. You know, like the deck that won Worlds. It has like 11 black spot removal spells in it. So I want to build a deck that just like, that doesn't work against it. And Knight of Grace will be a key part of that deck for sure. But I think it's just a great sideboard card in a deck like this. And I would love to get in the 3rd. So, yeah, maybe cut the Crystal Barricades in favor of Knight of Grace number 3. Cut like one of the Graveyard Hate pieces or an Invasion for 2 Elspeth Smites as well. that would probably be an improvement. So yeah, a little more card draw selection in the main board. Land number 21, the tweaks that I just mentioned to the sideboard, would improve the deck. As it is, though, it's really fun, and it can win some matches. It's probably not going to win you like a regional championship or anything, but it can get you some wins, and it has some really impressive draws. And I think it's funny that Savannah Lions is still a deck that is legal to play. It's not like necessarily a card that's legal to play. It's not necessarily a good card, but it is a card that you can play, and you will be able to play this for the next 5 years, folks. So enjoy your Lions while the lining is good. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content. I do post new Magic videos every Saturday. I stream Magic every Friday night on my Twitch channel. There's a link to the Twitch channel in the description. So come on by if you want to hang out and check out the action. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you next Saturday.